9 August 2020. Welcome to another episode of Audio News, a new initiative taken by We4U to provide news in audio format for visually impaired. So let's begin. The book titled Amazing Ayodhya has been authored by Neena Rai. The book offers authentic information about the city which will not only help understand the life and times of ancient Hindus but also the revered figures of Rama and Sita. The book is publishing by House Bloomsbury. Next. India will take part in the multilateral military Russian Kavkaz 2020 strategic command post exercise to be held in Astrakhan, Russia. The Indian contingent includes 150 army personnel and a smaller number of personnel from the Navy and Air Force. Next. The 78th anniversary of the August Kranti Din or Quit India movement, which is considered as one of the important milestones in the history of freedom struggle of our country, was observed on 8th August 2020. On 8 August 1942, Mahatma Gandhi gave a clarion call to end the British rule and launched the Quit India movement at the session of the All India Congress Committee in Mumbai. Next. Punjab National Bank Housing Finance has announced the appointment of the former SBI card head Hardayal Prasad as its new managing director and chief executive officer. Prasad will take over from Neeraj Vyas, the current interim managing director and chief executive officer of the company, will step down from the position on August 10. Next. On August 9, 2020, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh announced that India has put ban on 101 items to boost indigenous production. The list of 101 items was prepared by the Defense Ministry. This is being done to make India self-reliant under Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. Next. Delhi government has launched the electric vehicle policy for the national capital, under which will waive registration fee, road tax and provide an incentive of up to 1.5 lakh rupees for new cars. The government aims to generate employment to give a boost to Delhi's economy and reduce pollution levels in the national capital. There is already the centre's scheme on electric vehicles called FAME India Phase 2, under which the union government also provides some incentives. Delhi government scheme will be an addition to the centre's scheme and people can also avail benefits under both the schemes. Next. Every year, United Nations and other world organizations celebrate World Tribal Day or International Day of the World Indigenous People. The day promotes and protects right of world indigenous population. The day marks first meet of the United Nations Working Group on Indigenous Populations in Geneva 1982. This year, the day is being observed under the following theme, that is COVID-19 and Indigenous People Resilience. Next. The Reserve Bank of India has constituted a panel under former ICICI Bank CEO K.V. Kamnath. The panel will make recommendations on financial parameters that are to be considered to structure loans that are impacted by COVID-19. Next. On August 10, 2020, PM Modi is to inaugurate a 2,300 kilometer submarine optical fiber cable that will connect Chennai and Port Blair. The submarine cable will also connect major islands in Andaman such as Havelock, Car Nicobar, Great Nicobar, Kamorta, Rangat, and Little Andaman. Now it's time for some facts. Let's learn about some biggest, highest, and largest in India. Highest award Bharat Ratna. Highest gallantry award Paramveer Chakra. Longest river in India, the Ganges. Longest tributary river in India, Yamuna. Largest lake, saline water, Chilika Lake, Odisha. Largest lake, Ular Lake, Kashmir. Largest freshwater lake, Koleru Lake, Andhra Pradesh. Largest populated city, Mumbai. Largest state in area, Rajasthan. Highest rainfall, Cherrapunji. Largest delta, Sundarbans Delta. Largest river without delta, Narmada and Tapti. Largest cantilever span bridge, Howrah Bridge. Longest river bridge, Mahatma Gandhi Setu in Patna. Biggest cave temple, Ellora. Longest road, Grand Trunk Road. So with this, we will conclude our episode for today. Thank you all.